court. Extra pass. And it goes for the win!
For the win!
Good! They did it! Now it's Page off balance. Puts it up. Gives it to Jenkins for the championship.
First Pro 360, what is happening? The Pool Boys are back for another March Madness tournament. Let's go! Oh man, the excitement is palpable. The tournament is already wild. And let's jump straight into a tournament recap.
Yes, so it is time for that tournament update. March Madness is here and the first official weekend is in the books. So the tournament got started with the 13th seeded Furman Paladins getting the first upset of the tournament as they took down the 4th seeded Virginia Cavaliers. Wild finish. The Virginia guy just chucked the ball up. Furman intercepted it, kicked it for a three-pointer to cap off the upset. It was spectacular. I think it was just the second game. Amazing start.
That was wild, but the real show was stolen by Fairleigh Dickinson becoming the second ever 16 seed to knock off a 1 seed. It had everybody in the world Googling, where is Fairleigh Dickinson? It's actually in New Jersey, but what a wild finish. They knock off Purdue to send the first number 1 seed pack into this tournament.
They didn't even get a win. Purdue, see ya. All right, and now for the third year in a row, that's right, the third year in a row, a 15 seed has made the Sweet 16 with this year's rendition being the Princeton Tigers. So welcome those Tigers to the Sweet 16. It's amazing. 15 seed, third year in a row.
Yikes. And then Michigan State just finds a way to do it. Tom Izzo, a legend in the tournament, he tells his troops, you win the first game, I'll win the next game. And he did it. They knocked off Marquette to make it to the Sweet 16. Go Izzo, go.
They just always make it there. Izzo. That Izzo magic.
But let's hand out the first badge of the season for your crew.
All right, so the first badge we are handing out in this March Madness tournament is the scoreboard badge. So that's right, it is going to the person who is in first place after the first weekend, and that goes to DSL Dawn. That's right. She has SDSU, Miami, UCLA, and Tennessee in the Final Four. So I'm guessing maybe she's picking it based on where she wants to live. I mean, why UT? Not sure there, but hey, you know what?
Tennessee's great. Tennessee's great.
It's great. You're right. Tennessee, great. Michigan, where's that at? Michigan State, come on. But hey, you know what? We are pumped because you picked Duke to lose in the first round. So that's some good mojo right there. Maybe you're buttering up the Pool Boys to just talk really nice about you. Whatever it is, it's working for you. So congrats on winning that scoreboard badge.
Great job, Dawn. Let's take a look at the leaderboard here. Dawn, DSL number 1. Great to see you at the top. You were caboosing in the last tournament for a while, and now the last laugh is on you. Here you go. Yeah. Neil, CEO alert. Neil's in second place. What happened? Did you make your picks? Did someone else make them for you? Did a robot do them? Beep, boop, boop. Chat GPT, maybe? I don't know. Judd, he starts the third place tie. We've got 5 people tied in third place. Judd, Robert, Lil Owl Pal, Grandpapa, and Paula all tied with third place. It's anybody's bracket. We've got Emma Wan and Austin Porter tied at 8th, and then Brent Lanier rounding out the top 10. Nice. Kudos to you all.
Well, I gotta love making that first leaderboard because you know you're there. You at least made it once. Hey, you know you got something to show for it. Okay, now that we've got the leaderboard out the way, let's talk about who got the biggest upset badge. So, as we talked about in our tournament update, we had a 16 seed take down a number 1, but did anybody pick them? That's right. Someone did because Lindsey Nelson did pick Fairleigh Dickinson to upset Purdue. Although, you know, she also did pick 3 number 16 seeds to win. So she's just hedging her bets. She's like, you know what? It's happened in the last 5 years. It's going to happen again. I'm not sure which one, but it's going to happen. So
I like it.
She got one of them. So Lindsey Nelson, great job. And also shout out to Emma Wan, because she and Lindsay both picked Furman to upset Virginia. So, great job, you two. Well,
great job, you two. That's
biggest
right.
Upsets.
Let's talk about a couple of head-scratching picks, however. I gotta give a little bit of grief to my man, Chris Herron. Iowa State in the Final Four, your bracket was otherwise pretty good. Granted, you had Purdue as a champion, but listen, they're a 1 seed, whatever. But Iowa State in the Final Four, not sure what you were thinking on that
one. Did they win their first game?
You know what? They had a play-in team. Pittsburgh came. Oh, you know, they lost to Pittsburgh, the 11th seed.
So didn't win a game. Didn't win a game?
Didn't win a game. Yeah, none. Okay. Not sure what you're thinking there. But Aaron also, I'm not sure what you were thinking. USC in the Final Four? That's a 10 seed.
That is
Also lost their first game. I mean, it's a bold call. Maybe it's just like, hey, you gotta stand out, gotta do something different.
I'm seeing like a color scheme here. You know, Iowa State is, you know, the maroon and gold, and USC is the maroon and gold. And
true.
Maroon and gold not working. Anyway.
Not working. And honestly, objectively, probably the ugliest color combination, don't you think? I mean, come on.
I did work at Central Michigan, so I can't talk. We were the maroon and gold. Anyway, moving on. Now handing out our Say It Ain't So badge. That's right, little crying Adam Morrison. We all love him, one of the greatest college basketball players of all time, but we all remember when he lost in the tournament, he was crying his eyes out. And now these people are going to be crying their eyes out because Say It Ain't So. You have lost your champion before the Sweet 16. So it's not over. Your bracket's not toast, but it's going to be tough. Got some work to do. So these are the people who picked Purdue to win their championship. And that was Chris Herron, Alex A., and Mick Brackett. So unfortunately for you three, your champion of Arizona, or excuse me, your champion of Purdue, gone. Okay? So now, these are the people who picked Kansas. So Kansas defending champs. You thought that was going to be a safe pick. But Austin Porter and Ethan McCown, great name. Unfortunately, those Jayhawks lost in the second round to Arkansas. Woof. And, okay, interesting pick here. Boise State, you know, great football team, great football field. Love the color scheme.
Yeah, the blue field.
Lindsey Nelson, you went with Boise State as your champion. Unfortunately, they are done as well. So, you know, it's all right. Again, I like the thinking outside the box. You know, you're thinking differently. For Baylor, the Baylor Bears, they just lost last night. So, Paula, unfortunately for you, the Bears will not be, you know, repeating of years past, a couple years ago. And then Marquette, Melanie S. picked the Golden Eagles with Shaka Smart, the hot name as a coach. Unfortunately, they just got upset by Tom Izzo once again. You don't want to face Izzo in that first or second round. That's all we're saying.
They got Izzo'd. Yeah.
So,
Shaka's actually been pretty cold in the tournament recently.
True. But say it ain't so. You guys lost your champions. It's okay. It's okay.
Let's take a look at the caboose real quick. And I don't want to linger on this one, okay? Lindsay, you're in the caboose currently. Okay. But I got to give you props. By far the most creative bracket. And I'm very curious to know how you came up with these picks. Maybe it was the randomizer, but there were a bunch of 16 seeds beating ones. It's okay if it was. I use technology. It's called efficient.
Yes.
Like I said, ChatGPT, hello.
Work smarter, not harder.
Still got 2 teams in your Final Four, though. So you're not done laughing. Maybe you're going to make a little comeback here. You got Alabama. You got Florida Atlantic in the Final Four. I mean, they're still in this thing. Sweet 16. So, Lindsay, you're in the caboose for now. I don't know that you're going to stay there. And of course, we're rooting for you to get out of there. Let's go.
Hey, just ask Dawn last year. You know, we went through all the scenarios. She needed 5 things, and those 5 things happened. So, Lindsay, you're just a placeholder for now. That's it. That's all.
That's right. You're going to get
all right. So we do have one more badge to give out, and this one is something new. You know, we're thinking, all right, you know, sometimes you kind of look at the standings and say, man, some people are kind of far down, and are they always going to be there? So we came up with the lurking badge. That's right. You're kind of peering from below. You know, you're kind of farther down the standings, but you have a lot of points remaining. So our initial lurking badge is going out to Will Lamb because he still has Bama, Kansas State, Xavier, and he's got all his Final Fours still there. You know, but he's kind of low in the standings. You know, he might have missed some of those early games. Maybe he picked a couple 16s just for fun. So watch out. Will is just kind of lurking in the background, just ready to pounce because he's got a lot of points remaining. So his tournament is not over. Watch out for him. He might be a wrecking ball by any chance. Spoiler alert.
Foreshadowing. Look at foreshadowing.
Anyway,
Wrecking ball.
Lurking.
firstPRO 360. Yet again, it's been a great start to the tournament. It's been a wild basketball tournament, and it's been a wild pool. You got so many people clumped up at the top there. It's still anybody's game. A lot of champions gone. So it could come down to just who makes the Final Four, not even who wins. So we're excited to see what happens in the next 2 games. We got the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 coming up this weekend. We'll be back with another recap next week. And until then, signing off with the Pool Boys.
We are